Well, we take you live now to the Queen and Augusta fire scene, where we are joined live by Deputy Fire Chief Jim Jessop. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. What's the latest at the scene? What can you tell us?
Yeah, good morning and thank you. So early this morning, Toronto Fire responded to the report of a fire on Queen Street West. It was quickly escalated to a third alarm. The women and men did a fantastic job containing the fire, especially in these older buildings downtown. There are no report of injuries. We did rescue 3 people off the roof in the initial stages of the fire. And at this time, we are still currently in the overhaul stages, making sure there are no hot spots. So fantastic work by our crews. We really want to thank the citizens today for their patience with the interruption of TTC service during the morning hour rush. And our goal right now is to make sure that we have the TTC available, certainly for the afternoon rush.
How many units were affected by this fire?
So right now there are about 5 units. Again, these older buildings downtown with common attics, and basements and no fire stopping. So there were 2 of the buildings that were impacted by fire. A number of units within those buildings sustained significant fire and water damage. But the key is our crews were inside. The incident commander had crews back in the laneway and up and inside the buildings, and were able to make our stand so that the fire did not continue to spread through additional buildings. So there were certainly 2 buildings impacted. A number of residents are displaced, and we're working with the Office of Emergency Management in case they require any temporary shelter. The Toronto Fire Investigations Division is en route. It's been a very busy morning for us. We had another fire at 460 Jarvis this morning where we rescued 2 people from a balcony, and those 2 were transported to the hospital with smoke inhalation. So it's been a very busy morning for our crews, but just very proud of the work they've done, and we'll continue to do.
I know it might be early in the investigation. I know that the flames were seen coming from the roof, but do we know exactly where this fire started and any indication how?
At this point, no. As I said, the investigators will be on scene soon. We're still actively putting out hot spots and conducting overhaul, and then we will let the building off gas, for a number of hours before the investigators get in. But that will form part of the investigation, which will certainly take a number of hours, if not a couple of days, to see what we can find out.
And with regards to the fire on Wellesley near Jarvis, I know that there were a few patients were rescued from a unit on the 10th floor. How many other units were affected in that particular fire, and any other injuries to report?
Yeah, no, so very happy to report no additional injuries, and the Toronto Fire Service was able to contain that fire to the unit of origin, so no one else was displaced at the Jarvis Street fire. The crews were able to get up to the 10th floor and very quickly knock down that fire and remove and rescue those 2 occupants and transport them to the care of Toronto Paramedic Services, and then they were transported to the hospital in non-life-threatening condition with smoke inhalation. So the investigation into the origin, cause, and circumstances of that fire is also commencing this morning. So very busy morning for our crews, but again, excellent work by the women and men today.
Clearly very busy for the Toronto Fire Service this morning, but great work as always. Deputy Fire Chief Jim Jessop, thank you for joining us on CB24. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.